What does artistic creation mean for you?
Artistic creation for me is a way of escaping the world as it is today, but also much more. During long nights of artistic creation, I heal myself in a way that no therapist or drug can do. A lot of my artistic work is about relieving myself from anxiety and pain. It might sound a bit weird, but in a strange way, when I empty a tube of color on the canvas, it is very relieving. Sometimes when I do it, I cry, sometimes I laugh. Regardless of any emotions I feel at the particular time, my creativity gives me the possibility to harness them to communicate in different forms my reactions to my feelings.
Wow, lovely.
Jag
For,
skickar ju till dig också då. Så att du ser dem. Ja.
yeah. For whom you relate and why you create?
My creations are purely selfish to start with. They are for my own pleasure or disappointment, as each piece I create is an extension of myself. For the observer of my work, they have the freedom to feel and react accordingly and choose how they relate to my pieces. I relate to people who are curious and likes to question things in life, no matter if it is art or literature. I have a wide range of followers and buyers of my art. Top politicians buy my art, waiters and farmers buy it.
What shopping themes drives your customers?
Most people that enjoy my artwork are for the most part searching for a release of their own emotions, but with a harmony of an aesthetic value that does not overload them. Hänger du med, Diana?
Ja. Ja, det är väldigt, jag blir lite rörd ibland skulle jag säga
Okej,
också.
ja, det är bra.
How many challenges do you take in the age of contemporary art?
I just recently started to work more with my camera, creating combinations of photography and paintings. I do not feel secure yet that this might be a good combination, but I feel an urge to try it. I have never really seen my creativity limited by one form of expression or by being connected to a specific style of art, as that for me is limiting. And I want the freedom to create with everything I see.
I see that you do not like limitations, just like me. What you want to achieve, what specific goals you want to gain through your artistic creation?
I don't really see my artwork as a career with goals and specific targets for achievements. Each piece, each second I use is an extension of my life, and it happens when it happens. It is not something I control or can manipulate. I want people to start asking themselves, what can art do for you? People in general are quite good at judging public artwork, many times in a negative way, I think. I think they should start to ask themselves, what can art do for me? What is art doing for people?
Tack. Du är en riktig liksom konstnär, för du har inga mål. Jag är typ idrottare, jag vill uppnå vissa resultat och jag är verkligen bestämd, men man ser att du verkligen njuter av det du gör. Och det finns ingenting förhastat i det. Do you treat your passion in an entrepreneurial way?
I have never treated my passion as a business. As for me, it has been a personal and intimate experience. However, my husband convinced me to start my own gallery to present my artwork for other people. And since I did that, there has been quite an interest for my pieces.
Ja, såklart.
Det var lite crazy liksom, att vi öppnade galleriet.
Ja. What themes are your favorite themes in art?
The majority of my themes are creation through black and white, where the balance finds its own natural flow. Should I use a color, it's often connected with an emotion and a feeling that intertwines with the flow, harmonizing with the balance or disrupting it.
Yeah. Whom you support the most, who you want to reach by creation, by creating your art.
I have no particular group or segment of the artwork I wish to impress, as my artwork is my truth and my creativity. And I challenge myself instead of living up to external expectations.
Men have great strengths. Do you agree?
Yes, as women do. But as a man, I never limit myself to the predated expectations of masculinity. I have a myriad of feelings, emotion, and experiences that make me the human being that I am. And I do not let the restrictions of manhood limit me.
Can your works find a commercial place in many fields?
I have been surprised of the interest in my pieces, as for myself, they are pure enjoyment. However, there are certain companies that are now starting to using my artwork in commercial products such as bed linens.
Mm-hmm. What your art gives the customer, what it will properly communicate to him.
I don't expect my artwork to give the observer anything more than an initial reaction of curiosity. Everything after that is a pure bonus.
What makes you different on the market?
I've never been sure what makes my artwork or the pieces I create different or unique in relation to others. As I am what I am, and I do not compare myself to others. It's for others to decide what is unique. For me, it is what it is.
Where can we see your artworks?
Several pieces of my artwork are now on exhibition in different lobbies of office buildings, hotels, and restaurants. At the same time, several of my prints have been purchased by private individuals.
Okay, and what is more important to you, artistic creation or job?
Well, I do not live for my artwork, nor do I try to live off my artwork. My creativity is something that I do. It's part of me, and it's not a product that I deliver for an income. It is what it is, as I said before. It is mine, and I invite you to share it with me.
Thank you. It was quite interesting to listen because it's a totally new subject for me.
Yeah.
And when I observed your website also,
Yeah.
I found one which really intrigued me because I love wrestling. My husband was a known international wrestler in the national team.
Okay.
And I just wanted to read of this creation.
Mm-hmm.
What does it create from wrestling? Can you describe for me?
No. Can you take the question again?
Yes, I mean the creation wrestling you did.
Yeah.
It's like a two
big bull.
Yes.
Yes.
And I really try to read in that because I'm not experienced in the design, but I really wanted to find your message to us. What is your message in that to us?
This painting that it looks like two bulls that are wrestling together.
Yes.
Some people say no, that's something else. Some people see this as two mountains or two big stones, but I can see it as a pair of bulls that are fighting each other. But at the same time as they are fighting, they are it's a quite sensitive picture, I think. But that is my interpretation of it.
Yes.
Some people find it very masculine, and some people find it a bit more soft. I don't know if that is a good answer to your question, but
I mean, I just wanted to ask the details of what you wanted to express by your creation, because I read it a little bit like some kind of fight.
yes.
And I was quite often on a wrestling competition and seen it, and it was a little bit this message I read directly.
Yeah, okay. A lot of people, yeah, a lot of people see it as a wrestling game,
Yes,
this
yes.
picture. And I only sell 10 pieces of each painting. And I have sold quite a few of these. They're mostly men buying it because
Yes.
they find it quite masculine.
Yes.
And, but there are also a few women who has bought it because at the same time as it is a quite masculine painting, they find something quite vulnerable and sensitive about the painting. I don't know. Do you
I
follow me?
understand what you mean. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And I have just my questions after I was watching your website.
Yeah.
Did you ever consider to do how to call it, sculpture?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
or paintings of dancers.
I discussed it with Tony, and I started to do some paintings of dancers. And maybe I started just a few weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I'm thinking of doing a series of paintings with only dancers. I think that could be quite nice and quite interesting as well.
Yeah, this is what I also missing a little bit when I
Yeah.
watched because it's like maybe
more human body.
yes, because I wondered if you are interested in to show human
I am absolutely.
and this beauty of dance where when we express ourselves in the music, and this is sometimes very difficult to do it because we don't know what song it will be, so we need to guess suddenly, and sometimes they have so beautiful figures. So I believe it could maybe also bring a life, to more life, like to the creation. I don't know. I'm not a constner, but a creator, but it might be.
Yeah, but it's a good idea, and I started to discuss this with Tony. So I think I will bring a bit more human body into my paintings in the future, or at least a few of them.
I would be very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. And particularly painting dancers would be very, very nice
Yes.
and very interesting. It's a big challenge
Yes, I believe so.
because you have to capture the moment and all the figures and everything, and also the emotions in the dancers.
Yeah, exactly.
But I have a plan for it.
Yeah, what a challenge.
It is a challenge.
Yes. What would we do? What would we do without challenges?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Life would be boring.
Yes.